CNC group break, 22-9-28. We've got the 5-box break of 24-25, Upper Deck Series 1. We have a Young Guns renewed for the Boston Bruins of Tim Thomas, a Young Guns of Iskashov for the Islanders, and a checkpoint for Carolina of Kotkaniemi. Breaking news for New Jersey of Nemec, FOV for Tampa of Kucherov, and a portraits for Carolina of Sebastian Aho. We have a clear-cut base for the Buffalo Sabres of Jeff Skinner, a canvas for St. Louis of Buchnevich, and a Colangelo Young Guns for the Anaheim Ducks. An outburst base for Pittsburgh of Chris Letang, a PvP of Marner and Caulfield from a random, and a aimbots for Tampa of Nikita Kucherov. A Young Guns renewed for the Nashville Predators of Roman Josi, Young Guns for Dallas of Logan Stankoven, and a City Satellites of Panarin for the Rangers. A canvas of Troy Terry for Anaheim, breaking news of Drew Doughty for LA, and a gaming co-op of Suzuki and Caulfield for Montreal. We have a City Satellites for Dallas of J-Rob, a Cameron Crotty Young Guns for Arizona, and a checkpoint for Boston of Morgan Geeky. We have a gaming co-op, Jared McCann and Matty Beniers for Seattle, a PvP of Kachuk and Doughty, and a portrait of Sidney Crosby for Pittsburgh. A canvas of Charlie Coyle for Boston, a Young Guns renewed for the Dallas Stars of Jamie Benn, and a Young Guns for San Jose of Colin Graff. Breaking news for Edmonton and McDavid, co-op of Verhaeghe and Kachuk for Florida, and an aimbots for Toronto of Matthews. Young Guns of Jack St. Avani for Pittsburgh. We have a portraits for Detroit of DeBrincat, and a deluxe base, number to 250 for the Lightning of Sergachev. Dazzlers of Kopitar for LA, canvas for Detroit of Robbie Fabry, and a gaming XP for Toronto of Nylander. Box number 2. We have a Dazzlers for the Rangers of Chris Kreider, canvas for Anaheim of McTavish, and a co-op of Aho and Sveshnikov for Carolina. A Young Guns renewed for the Pittsburgh Penguins of Marc-Andre Fleury, Young Guns of Crozier for Tampa, and a portraits for Winnipeg of Connor Hellebuck. A-Lines of Nashville, XP for LA of Byfield, and a Jack Hughes aimbots for New Jersey. Canvas of Mrazek for Chicago, Young Guns renewed for Washington of John Carlson, and a Lane Hudson, Young Guns for Montreal. A breaking news of Joel Hofer for St. Louis, PvP of Zetterlund and Eichel, and a portraits of Noah Dobson for the Islanders. We have a gaming co-op green, number to 199 for the Washington Capitals of Ovi and Strome. Young Guns of Malatesta for Columbus. And a checkpoint of Braden McNabb for the Vegas Golden Knights. XP Speckle for Vancouver, Quinn Hughes. FOV for Nashville of Forsberg. And an aimbots of Mark Scheifele for Winnipeg. A black and white canvas for the New York Islanders of Noah Dobson, a Young Guns of Lilleberg for the Tampa Bay Lightning, and a Young Guns canvas for the LA Kings of Akil Thomas. Outburst Base for LA of Dubois. FOV for New Jersey of Jack Hughes. City Satellites for Toronto of Matthews. Young Guns renewed for the New York Islanders of Tavares. Young Guns of Rempe for the New York Rangers. And a checkpoint of Jack Guy for Montreal. Canvas for Edmonton and McDavid. Breaking news for Dallas of Duchesne. And a gaming PvP of Weegar and Hughes. Portraits for New Jersey of Jack Hughes. Young Guns of Concalves for Tampa. And a Portraits for Ottawa of Stutzel. All right, on to box 3. We have a population count 1,000 for the Vancouver Canucks of Thatcher Demko. Young Guns of Jason Poland for Colorado. And a City Satellites of Connor Bedard for Chicago. Dazzlers of Leo Carlson for Anaheim. Canvas for LA of Byfield. And a PvP of Clayton Keller and Mason McTavish. A Young Guns renewed for St. Louis of TJ Oshie. Ethan Del Mastro Young Guns for Chicago. And a checkpoint for the Rangers of Jimmy Hickey. A Gaming XP Speckle for Detroit of Larkin. XP for New Jersey of Jesper Bratt. And a Portraits for the Rangers of Chip Sturkin. Canvas of Jack Eichel for Vegas. Young Guns renewed for Boston of Marchand. And a Young Guns for Minnesota of Wallstead. And A-lines for the Carolina Hurricanes, FOV of Dylan Larkin, and an aimbots for the Washington Capitals of Ovechkin. Checkpoints Speckle for Washington of Ovechkin, Joshua Roy Young Guns for Montreal, and a checkpoint of Charlie Coyle for Boston. Checkpoint Black for Washington of Ovi, breaking news for Detroit of David Perron, gaming co-op of Kaprizov and Eriksson Ek for Minnesota, and a David Pastrnak portrait for Boston. PvP of Larkin and McKinnon. We have a Young Guns of Kuznetsov for the Calgary Flames, and a Young Guns canvas for the Ottawa Senators of Zach Ostapchuk. Outburst Base for Columbus of Sillinger, Gaming XP for Montreal of Cole Caulfield, and an aimbots for Florida of Matthew Tkachuk. Young Guns renewed for Toronto of Matt Stajan, Young Guns for Anaheim of Olin Zellweger, and a City Satellites for Montreal of Caulfield. Canvas for Arizona of Keller, breaking news for Toronto of Tavares, and an FOV for Florida of Matthew Tkachuk. Box 4. We have a Young Guns renewed for the San Jose Sharks of Joe Pavelski, Marshall Rafal Young Guns for Toronto, and a checkpoint for Washington of Ovechkin. Breaking news for Columbus of Fantilli, XP for Chicago of Bedard, and a portraits for Vancouver of Pettersson. A Young Guns of Luca Del Belluise for Columbus. A Young Guns canvas for the Anaheim Ducks of Sam Colangelo. And a Young Guns clear cut for the New York Rangers of Othman. Canvas of Claude Giroux for Ottawa. Ryan O'Reilly Young Guns renewed for Colorado. And a Landon Slager Young Guns for Chicago. Deluxe base number to 250 of Joe Valeno for Detroit. Young Guns of Brad Lambert for Winnipeg. And a City Satellites for Dallas of Jason Robertson. Dazzlers for Detroit or Dallas of Tyler Seguin. Canvas of Darcy Kemper for Washington. And a Gaming Co-op of McDavid and Draisaitl for Edmonton. Aimbots for Vancouver of Pettersson. Young Guns for the Philadelphia Flyers of Ivan Fedotov. And a Checkpoint for Florida of Nick Cousins. A Gaming PvP of Bobrovsky and Vasilevsky. Gaming XP for Dallas of Wyatt Johnston. And a Portraits of Kaprizov for Minnesota. Outburst base for Vegas of Nicholas Roy. FOV for Montreal of Caulfield. And an Aimbots for Vancouver of Pettersson. Young Guns renewed for the Philadelphia Flyers of Claude Giroux. Young Guns of Josh Doan for Arizona. And a City Satellites for Arizona of Clayton Keller. Canvas for St. Louis of Braden Shen. A-Lines for Winnipeg. And in a PvP of Marchand and Suzuki. City Satellite Speckle of Clayton Keller for Arizona. Young Guns of Gavin Brindley for Columbus. And a Checkpoint for Boston of Charlie McAvoy. All right, last box for Joe. We have an FOV Speckle of Kopitar for LA, a Gaming Co-op of DeBrincat and Larkin for Detroit, and an Aimbot for Edmonton of Draisaitl. A Canvas of Matt Boldy for Minnesota, Breaking News for Colorado of McKinnon, and an XP for Toronto of Matthews. An Aimbot Speckle for Florida of Verhaeghe, Young Guns of Brennan Othman for the Rangers, and a Portraits for St. Louis of Robert Thomas. Clear Cut base for Montreal of Jake Evans. Canvas for Calgary of Kuzmenko. And a Young Guns of Nutsadinov for Minnesota. Outburst for New Jersey of Luke Hughes. Co-op of Stutzel and Kachuk for Ottawa. And a City Satellites for Detroit of DeBrincat. A Young Guns renewed for Minnesota of Brent Burns. Young Guns of Nazar for Chicago. And a Checkpoint of Oliver Ekman-Larsson for Florida. Dazzlers of Matty Beniers for Seattle. Canvas of Pasternak for Boston. And an FOV of Quinn Hughes for Vancouver. Young Guns renewed for Carolina of Jeff Skinner. Young Guns of Sheberkov for Winnipeg. And a Portraits for Nashville of Philip Forsberg. A-Lines for Tampa Bay, PvP of Eklund and Terry, and an Aimbots of Panarin for the Rangers. Canvas of Lucas Raymond for Detroit. Young Guns renewed for Colorado of McKinnon. Young Guns for Vegas of Lucas Cormier. Breaking News of Uyghur for Calgary. Nathan McKinnon for Colorado XP. And CloutsnChara of City Satellites for Tampa. Breaking News of Cal Clutterbuck for the Islanders. Young Guns of Zach Dean for St. Louis. And a Checkpoint for Dallas of Essa Lindell. Alright guys, I'm doing left, right, random. That will apply to all of the PvPs. So bear with me for a second here. Three times. 1, 2, 3. The left side will get them.